Welcome back to Rotten Rambling On, the show that, basically has a lot of nerd shit attached to it. I mean, that's fairly accurate.
Yeah, that's dead on, actually.
Once again, I'm Jake.
I'm Shawn.
And this time around, we're going to talk about the phenomena that has swept Netflix and a good chunk of the planet. I mean, I knew this was a popular cat, but wow, this really took off even better than Daredevil did. I was actually kind of stunned.
I don't know if I can agree with that statement.
Really?
Don't get me wrong.
I don't know. I'm just going by the basis of the numbers. Well, folks, we're talking about Luke Cage, the hero of Harlem.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to, I guess defender of the land.
If you remember, he was that bit character on Jessica Jones.
Oh, yeah, that guy. She used to fuck, right.
Yeah.
Just a little heads up, this is going to be adult language. For those who haven't figured that out already, we're not safe for work or kids. So, yeah, pack the youngins up and we'll talk dirty talk.
We have been known to cure cancer, however.
Oh, yeah, it's amazing,
what?
Right?
Apparently our lawyers say we're not allowed to say we can cure cancer.
Well, we can be used to treat cancer.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a supplement.
What? All right. Okay, we can't say that either.
Okay, just have cannabis. So, yeah, that'll dull the pain.
And enjoy a good laugh. But, yeah, no, so anyway, apparently this bit character was so popular on Jessica Jones that they actually spun off a whole series about him, making up this whole new Marvel character to...
yeah, so new that he came out in 1973. All right,
fair enough. I can't pull this off.
We'll give you a quick rundown here. So, 1973, a series known as Power Man and Iron Fist came to light. You had Luke Cage, a.k.a. Carl Lucas, formally charged for crimes that he did not commit, was put into a fighting ring to speak of. Yeah, seriously, it was like this ridiculous gladiatorial matches that rich white guys can go, yeah, pummel that guy in the face, now rip his nuts off.
Set the hurricane free.
Yeah, exactly. He was volunteered, as in they throw him in a tank, to have him undergo this, what would you call it, a genetic manipulation, for lack of a better term?
Pretty much, yeah.
And thus leaving him with... I don't even know how to calculate what his strength level is. I saw the dude carrying a semi-truck and trailer with him. He apparently carried it for like 10 blocks because he couldn't remember how to hotwire it in New Avengers. And his strength is supposed to be harder than steel.
Yep.
So not a huge leap of superpowers, but again, pretty durable guy.
Well,
could take an RPG in the chest if needs be.
It's a classic. You really can't
you
get
go
away.
You throw Dungeons and Dragons at him, like lightning bolt, and he just looks at you funny.
Well, I mean, it's the whole Superman ideal.
Yeah.
Invulnerable, super strong.
Hey, does that also mean his legs are durable? He can do like manga leaps.
Mm-hmm. Yep, absolutely.
Oh, does he leave those giant craters wherever he lands though?
Absolutely.
That over the top cliche superhero, bam.
What was that line from Deadpool? Hold on, she's going to do it.
Cue the superhero landing.
Yeah.
Oh, boy, that sounded like Ryan Reynolds, didn't it? It was just really good.
It's got to be bad on the knees.
Right? Imagine if you slipped and you landed on your coxswain.
Oh, God.
That would be the tailbone.
That was my L5.
Not a penis reference.
Yeah.
We like a little bit of science amongst our nerdy shit.
But only a little.
Yeah, exactly.
Not too much of that crap.
We can't get all cerebral. We'll fucking lose people. Hey, your shit's too, what's that term? Too in-depth.
Yeah.
So, from that basis, Luke Cage, his new persona, has gone about helping out people and, in general, is trying to, clear his name.
Yeah.
So, yes, you have technically an ex-con.
Mostly, though, really what it breaks down to, at least in the Netflix series, is that whole with great power comes great responsibility.
Seriously kick-ass soundtrack?
That's true, yeah.
Well, what's going to be funny is you do realize that they're going to cross all these characters together, and with the upcoming Iron Fist, hey, Luke is basically his touchstone from being all the way out in his... for lack of a better term, bubble universe. Kulan doesn't even exist in the world anymore. It used to be part of the Chinese province. It's gone.
Yeah.
It's separated itself on a mystical beliefs.
on a mystical plane.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's what's so bizarre about it. And of course, you have everybody ranting, going, well, this is a Chinese-based character. Why don't you do... I'm like, no, he was never written as a Chinese guy. It's like, this is a blonde-haired, blue-eyed guy. I know how y'all feel about the blonde-haired, blue eyes. That normally they come and take off your women and send them to internment camps.
Well, don't get me wrong. Hollywood and comic books are notorious for whitewashing characters.
Very true. But in this particular case,
yeah,
predominantly Danny Rand, white guy. But that being said, he and Luke not only form a friendship, as well as a partnership to creating the Heroes for Hire, they also, at the end of the day, Luke has really managed to indoctrinate Danny into what is Western civilization, start showing him movies and whatnot. In between all that, it hasn't detracted him from who he is.
No.
So the whole aspect is, I love the fact that we have, throughout this entire TV series, you're getting nothing but like a Black History Month.
Oh.
And you're literally just incorporating, going, this is the amazing shit that came from Harlem. You have musicians, actors, athletes, pro activists. You're going,
and that's one of the great things. I mean, Luke Cage sprang out of Marvel during the height of the blaxploitation era,
exactly,
film and TV,
as well as several novels.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and I really feel like the TV show has done a good job of elevating that topic.
Admittedly, I was a little depressed and I'd hear some more like 70s R&B throughout it. But there was a really great cast. But and then you look at this amazing cast. So the cat, Michael Kohler, who came from Oddly Enough Jessica Jones, already as Luke Cage. Personally, he's a great height, build. He's not exactly difficult for you to stare at. A little depressing for some of us folk going, my arms don't look like that.
Well, that's how that's why he's cast as Luke Cage. I mean, you couldn't get the average guy off the street.
If you go through the comic books, Luke Cage has worked part-time for S.H.I.E.L.D. Yeah. He speaks, 2 or 3 dozen languages. He's nowhere near, quote, as street smart as he portrays. He's actually a big nerd and a giant body. But the guy just comes off as smooth.
Oh, yeah. Except, of course, for the spectacular Spider-Man animated series version.
That we got to make him, 12?
Yeah.
Power boy?
No, he's like 16, I think.
And flimsy fist?
And apparently can't go anywhere without wearing shades.
Well, naturally. Who does?
Because that's how it works.
Damn straight. Why do you think I do that? Oh, that's because I hate the sun. Of course, Rosario Dawson joins the cast because apparently she's got to be in Marvel everywhere that she can. I'm surprised we don't see her seeping into the Avengers.
Well, she'll show up in the Defenders.
Naturally.
Absolutely.
Wait, what? With like Doc Strange and the Hulk and Submariner? And
Ghost Rider, yeah.
Ghost Rider? That's ridiculous. Silver Surfer. Ghost Rider. You want Ghost Rider, you go get some Champions comics. Then you got to have a couple of muties, a demigod, and a Soviet defector.
I don't need that. I can just go watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah. Don't you mean Ghost Driver?
Ghost Rider features prominently in that.
Driver? Yeah, I said it, because a Ghost Rider has to be either on a steed or an iron horse.
Aside from that, doesn't a Ghost Rider have to not be a mutant?
Yeah, generally speaking. But he sold his... I think they went the whole he sold his soul because only the devil was listening. Okay,
goodness.
Whatever. So not satisfied with giving him Johnny Blaze's original look. We got to give him his fucking backstory too. Yeah. I did it to save a loved one. Now I hunt everyone down that's naughty. Okay. So we've got a Hispanic Johnny Blaze.
Yep.
Sure. Honestly, if they just went the Johnny Blaze route and they just happened to put a Hispanic kid in it, I would have said shit either.
I don't know.
Can you act? Can you bring some toll to the character?
I mean,
fuck it, you're in.
Is there anything that's racially typical of the Johnny Blaze character? I mean, there's really not.
You got a guy that got into a reckless environment, i.e. stunt bike, who basically just saved his stepdad. Or his dad in Nicolas Cage movies.
Honestly, I always thought Johnny Blaze would be best cast as a Native American actor. I don't know why.
There you go. I'll get on the list there. But no, I mean, I'm recognizing familiar faces left and right. I love the fact that we got to see Alfie Woodward playing this stone cold bitch. I'm like, yeah!
Oh, yeah.
I have never seen her play. I mean, I've seen a character who's played a little reserved, one that guards your emotions, but nothing compared to this.
in the what movie was that? The Help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great example, actually.
Yeah. But no, nobody that's ever been so. And this evil that's hidden under this veneer.
Oh my God! Right?
And she gives it depth.
Meanwhile, I'm absolutely loving. What is that? Mashallah Ali?
Yeah, don't ask me how to pronounce.
I think it's Mashallah
Mr. Ali's name. It's completely lost to me.
Loved it. Oh, but dear God, as I'm listening to this cat talking, I'm seeing two things in my head with Scarface and New Jack City, because he was bringing the tone.
Oh, yeah. Well,
and again, another cat that had depth. We're not doing that stereotypical, oh, he's a bad guy, that guy's a good guy bullshit.
In fact, I have to give credit. They've had a different writer-creator for every series, but I swear there has to be some real collaboration here.
Well,
there's got to be somebody with an overarching viewpoint.
Yeah, actually you do. You have, what was it, Chio Hodor Coker, who cut his teeth under doing stuff like Special Victims Unit. So, all right, this is a really tightrope to walk when you're contending with everything with child molestation, rape, and hate crimes. But the guy wrote with the tone of the street. He actually had his fingers on the pulse, or he simply did his frickin' research. And every ounce of dialogue that is coming out of these cats' mouths feels genuine.
But I mean,
you don't have a white guy writing for a black man.
Oh yeah,
every man saying things like "fool" and "sucker," and you're not.
Shut your mouth! You talking about Luke?
I can tell you the whole aspect where I just cringed. I sat through this Adrian Paul TV pilot. It was called The Owl. It's based on a novel series.
You didn't even have to say cringe. If you say Adrian Paul, I mean,
come on, give the man credit where credit's due. He's actually done a lot of notable and good stuff. Moving on, because I'm not going to sit here and list out his fucking filmography.
Agree to disagree?
Okay, that's fine.
All right, fair.
That being said, though, no, I actually sat through this TV pilot that was intended to be a show, but the Nielsen's didn't give a rat's ass. Our biggest problem was the series was supposed to be called The Owl. It was based on this Special Forces badass whose kid and wife get killed while he's deployed.
Like Condor Man.
Well,
no, absolutely nothing really. Like Condor Man. Yeah.
No. At any rate, stop interrupting. That'd be great. So the whole basis of this character is he is based in Boston. Mm-hmm. And he's going to park his car in the yard. Yeah, we already did it. We got it out of our system. What are you, tired? So he's based in Boston, and the corruption of city officials is so high that the cops have managed to pool their coffee money to buy his vigilante services. So basically, he's a merc.
Yeah.
But he genuinely wants to help. The guy's a fucking hopeless insomniac because, it's kind of hard to sleep in a house where your wife and kid died. Yeah, that's just me, too.
Gee, where have I heard that story?
I can't imagine. Insert far too many superheroes. So, that's the whole basis. Now, everything is fine up until we get to our main antagonist, who is a black man who has clearly been written by a white guy who doesn't understand what street slang meant. I'm hearing a lot of, are you disrespecting me, fool? And his pronunciation does not come naturally. It does not come fluid. It sounds so goddamn forced. And the expressions that he's mugging at the camera, you're going, I'm not believing any of this.
Oh, God, I'm having an airplane moment.
Oh, God, it gets worse than that. It gets even worse than that. So his outfit looks like he raided either Vanilla Ice or MC Hammer pre-91.
Oh, God.
It was horrific. And I'm going, man, how the cops not find this motherfucker? You look for the most garish dressed jack-off on the street. Boom! There's your criminal. I ain't profiling. I've already seen the motherfucker.
I've got this picture. They're all around the writing table, and they're like, how are we going to write for this villain?
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry, dear. I speak jive.
Ooh, that was almost a spit take. Damn. Okay, well, let's talk about, what other cast members would be good.
Actually, I do have to take a moment to say one more thing about Chio.
Oh, my.
He has really brought the A game. I mean, if you look at the other television series, the lead writers on those for Daredevil, Drew Goddard, and for Jessica Jones is Melissa Rosenberg.
Yeah, which we should also point out that in her case, that's based on Brian Michael Bendis' original write-up for Alias, of which they adapted from, but they didn't heavily use it as a main source.
Oh, I know. But I mean, if you look at these two other, Drew and Melissa, if you look at their writing credits, they are...
pretty young.
Well, they're veterans, though. I mean, if you take a look at... They are pretty young. This is true. But I mean, if you look at, like, Drew's writing credits, I mean... He's done several seasons of Lost. He was involved in almost the entire thing of Alias, as well as Cloverfield.
Oh, you're saying he was mostly a J.J. Abrams puppet?
Well, no. But
puppet.
And then Melissa was instrumental in Dexter and
the earlier years,
the much maligned Birds of Prey.
In all intents and purposes, other than the fact that you were combining Earth 1 and Earth 2 and making, for some reason, Black Canary a little snivelly telepathic puss, you actually had a fairly decent show.
And while not to brag about, but certainly credit to writing chops, she's coming, she's got the drama thing down with things like the OC, or originally she was back on Party of Five.
Oh, God.
Back in the day.
Wow, so she really has actually cut her teeth on quite a bit.
Oh, yeah. Where compared to them, you look at Chio's credits, and I mean, he's done a couple episodes of Southland. He had like one or two episodes of NCIS Los Angeles, not the original.
So he was just writing for LL.
Yeah. I mean,
look, all you crackers got to keep that shit over there. I'm going to write this man as real as possible.
I mean, he did one episode of Almost Human and like one episode of Ray Donovan. I mean, he really doesn't have a whole lot.
So they just kind of brought him in as what, like just testing his feet in the water?
That's the best I can think, and he's really pulled it out.
Now, unlike you, I have seen all of the Cage, and I got to be honest, I haven't been bored with a single episode. It did not feel like the need to hit fast forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, while binge watching
much like with Jessica Jones, where you're like...
when you do it the second time around, of course. Yeah, have you noticed all those little subtle hints and winks from
Jessica
Jones?
That Welsh git, I wish they could have cast somebody better.
I think he might be Scottish.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's possible. It's confusing. They all look
really,
alike
when
over
you get there, Welsh, English, Scottish, I mean, they're really all the same.
Sean, I'm not going to lie to you.
Right?
They're all in the same British Isles, so I don't understand what the animosity. Right. For all I know, he could be Irish.
Them's fighting words right there.
Something like that. He played some other like sci-fi character. I don't know.
Back in the day?
Yeah. That was weird. Yeah. Professor Weird, something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I think so. I
don't know. I wasn't paying attention. Yeah. So the guy's named David Tennant. I don't know who the fuck he is.
Flew around in a porta potty, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No,
I remember
I think
the
it was
show.
A phone booth.
No, it was a porta potty.
It was like one of those old school red phone booths you saw in the day. No, the ones that Superman was always changing in. No,
I remember the show. It's a big gray porta potty.
Okay, my apologies. I must be wearing something else.
Bigger in the U-bend that it was outside.
Oh, that makes sense.
Okay,
they don't actually have.
I can't keep
they don't
this.
Actually, have plumbing that work like that.
This joke is going down the tube.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, I gotta be honest. When Tennant took that job, I was kind of scared for him. And I'm going, I don't know if this is going to be actor suicide.
Oh yeah. In
the sense of my career is now shit, or if he was just going to take it, knock it out of the ballpark, and no one had any animosity for him, in spite of the fact that the guy is basically playing a serial rapist.
Oh yeah.
Whether it's mental or physical, that's exactly what he's doing. He's a big-time violator.
I mean, shit, the line that gave me creeps is like, what was it? He's like, we're going out. If we're not back within the next 2 hours, eat each other's faces.
Or peel each other's faces off.
That's it. Peel each other's... And I was like, holy shit. And he delivered it nonplussed.
I know. That was just what was so fascinating about how he portrayed that. But, the other end of the spectrum... is this cat, Theo Rossi. I'm still trying to find out info about him. So the cat who's playing Shades.
Yeah. Well, he's been from... You probably remember him. He was in Sons of Anarchy forever.
Okay. God, that's why he looks so damn familiar. And what the funny aspect is, the better chunk of these cats that are residing in this show are from New York.
Yeah.
So it feels so genuine.
It's got... Yeah.
That's why I was laughing my ass off. I already know Rosario Dawson is from New York. You don't have to fucking tell me that. She's got the attitude. I'm sitting there going, watching her and going, wow, you just reminded me of my girlfriend in so many ways. It's like, it's funny. In spite of you not being nearly as tall as her.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I have to.
I think the only one that doesn't fit that category is Simone Missick.
Yeah.
But we'll get to her in a minute. But yeah, no, I love Theo for the simple factor he is playing a hard-nosed badass, but at the same time, he knows his place.
Oh, yeah.
He knows he's not going to be the power, but he'll be the power behind the power. He will gladly be their muscle. But in no way, shape, or form can he do anything aside from making a nod and go, hey, yeah, you're taking this to another level. You need to bring it back. You got to get back on track. We got shit to do.
He always makes me think of, who was that B-movie actor that told you, I'm never going to be A-list.
Oh, Tim Thomerson.
Yeah. This is where I am.
Wait, are you talking about Robert Englund?
Is that it? I didn't think it was Robert. I didn't think it was Robert Englund. It was like he was telling us he knew, this was his
he knew
niche.
his place in the grand scheme.
I'm never gonna be.
Actually, Leanna Quigley told me that.
Yeah.
She goes, I'm never going to get A-list material in the sense that I will get this sweeping dramatic music over cascading some wind, just hitting a meadows, and I look longingly in my man's eyes and know that he will love me and cherish me forever. And the fact that this is a woman who's uttered some really stupid lines, I'm just going, oh, okay, you're vastly more intelligent than I was even going to give you credit for, and I feel like a piece of shit for playing Judgment. Well, because you did this, clearly you're this. Yeah, another one of those aspects where you're going, oh, clearly my head was in my ass. Of course, again, like I said, that woman took the stick out of my ass completely. She goes, you're having a hard time coming up and talking to someone you've seen fully nude, haven't you, sweetie? I'm just sitting there going, wow.
Dead on the nose.
Whatever stick I did have in my ass, it has been successfully removed. But yeah, no, I know where else I've seen him. Red Sands. He was the PFC in that.
Don't remember that.
Red Sands, shockingly enough, a war flick.
Yeah.
And his cat actually brought some serious depth to it. In the sense that he brought humanity, would be the best description.
To a war film?
Yeah, I know.
There's
that's
no place
weird.
for humanity in a
exactly.
war film.
It's always got to be casualties of war. Let's get some good old school raping. No, the whole basis of it is a group of U.S. soldiers end up destroying this highly praised statue in the Middle East because they were bored.
Yeah.
Only to have to visit the crime scene the very next fucking day.
I see.
And be held accountable for it.
Oh, that's not the.
Well, it's a simple factor. Everybody else doesn't want to say shit.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you've got a lot of cats that are involved in this. From anything like Shane West, Brendan Miller, Noel Guillaume. It's just fucking wild for the simple factor they actually have actions versus consequences. And I'm sitting there going, yeah, that's great. You're showing that in a war flick.
Oh yeah,
right, not bad.
That's actually not something that comes into the plot very often.
At least not
genre.
These days anymore.
Yeah.
So it's a World War II flick that has to be told yet again. I'm like, hey, you know what? Why don't you start incorporating some of the shit that has happened?
Or, look at some of the other conflicts we've had.
Yeah, we've had a few.
Have we had a movie about Korea yet?
Yeah, that'd be
not
nice.
that I can think of.
Not especially.
No.
I mean, we've had a couple. We've had excuse me. We've had a couple, but not extensively.
Oh, goodness. But no,
we always seem to do the Civil War and
oh yeah.
And,
well, we've got our favorite wars.
Yeah, exactly. This is where we had the most bloodshed.
But no, I do have to say that one thing I've noticed with the Netflix Marvel series,
you tell it, girl.
Even more so, than with the actual mainstream Marvel Cinematic Universe theater productions.
Yeah,
is this. I don't know. It's just this miraculous turnout of these amazing, in-depth performances, these nuanced characters, especially in the villains. You look at the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
That's a great example. When you compare, I'm trying to think of the cat was playing Fisk. Oh my God, my brain is totally Vincent D'Onofrio. Vincent D'Onofrio. Yeah, Vincent D'Onofrio brought a human element to a man that was cold and calculating and just wanted what he wanted. Yeah. He was the living embodiment of id. He just happened to have a street thug's standing while an intelligent man's beliefs.
I always got the
justify it.
impression that, and the TV series really brought home that idea that he came from that street thug
the
mentality,
very same streets,
and then tried to paint this veneer of sophistication
that somehow would make you forget of
and
that
would
happened.
like separate him from.
Yeah, it's very similar to how they've always portrayed Lex Luthor,
Mm-hmm.
of this small-time kid who had loathsome parents, as he pretty much got the disdain from him, who was this staggering intellect who created his own empire. At the same time, he's got just as many bodies as Fisk does.
Oh, yeah, easily. If not more. I mean, the man was a weapons dealer, so...
Exactly. Yeah, you think Tony Stark's got blood on his hands. And he shit on Luthor.
Yeah, because Luthor did it with a grin on his face.
Yeah, and probably a hammer.
And then you look at this most recent series, Luke Cage, and I apologize, I cannot pronounce his name.
I think it's Mahershala
Ali.
Yeah.
The cat playing Cottonmouth.
Dude.
And again, a great
Some
nuanced
serious
performance.
and some serious depth and true roots to New York.
Oh,
and
yeah.
that's what's so great about these series is it's really giving an in-depth look on these different facets of New York. And you're going, that's why I was teased to Jay. I go, oh yeah. So I started listing off the boroughs, and she goes, how the hell do you do that? I go, honestly, I said, other than visiting it when I was 22 and then later 27, Marvel Comics. Yeah, fucking sad but true. She goes, yeah, no. I said, I started listening. I was like, Queens, Bronx, Brooklyn, Harlem, Manhattan Island. And she's just looking at me, and I'm like, yeah, look, I'm sorry. Here's the thing. Your comics literally hail from New York. Mm-hmm. Where do you think you're based?
Yeah. I don't think there's actually a Marvel character that isn't in New York.
Yeah, and if they have, they've been transplanted somewhere else just because they want to write about that town.
Oh, yeah.
But what's so funny is Stan Lee had the best story of just how fucking absurd his job was. And that is the longest point he's viewed of, I make comics for a living, and I'm just shaking my head. But it's so funny. So back in the 70s, he and members of KISS had an idea. Yeah, right there, you should run screaming for the hills. True, that is closer to an Iron Maiden song, but nevertheless, it's still valid. So they had this goofy idea of they're flying away from L.A., coming into the Kennedy to, quote, prick their thumbs, or thumb their pricks, whichever you want, and drop a little blood in the print press for, get this, since this KISS comic is being released under Marvel, everyone would get a little bit of KISS.
Oh, no.
Now, I want you to envision how fucked up this is. Not the whole, we're bleeding in the press part. No, fuck that noise. We have a worldwide known band.
Yeah.
That somehow has to get police protection to move from the airport to the printing press. Yep. That means there is an entire series of streets being cordoned off. So all your soccer moms, all your doctors, all your lawyers for defense or prosecution, taxi cab drivers are all getting fucked with just so 5 yahoos and can sit there and drip blood into a fucking printing press.
Which, let's be honest, all got high on coke on the plane, and that's where the whole idea probably came from in the first place. Yeah, I wouldn't surprise.
I think the only one that may have abstained was Stan. Hey, true believers, I'm going to talk your ear off yet again because you trust me, and I bet most of your kids' college funds went to this berry product.
I'm not going to lie, if you've heard him do his monologue at the beginning of every Spider-Friends cartoon, you know the man was doing coke back then.
Oh, my God. You know what the funniest aspect? It's like what Mark Hamill said.
Yeah.
Mark Hamill had the best analogy for this. He spoke to at least 3 different generations. Mm-hmm. He was getting to that age where, I should probably start putting away all these childish things. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was his whole staple. Yeah, the man still collects comics. And you know what? He's Luke fucking Skywalker. Yep. He can collect as many comics. He can have hentai. He can have disturbing shit like Faust. I don't care as long as I don't have to read them.
That's right. Because Luke fucking Skywalker can drive around with a giant old comic on the roof of his car. You can't even say the word.
6 lightsabers attached to it.
You can't even say the word come. So.
Yeah, thank you for that Who's the Man reference that maybe 3 people got.
Is it Lover? Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're 2 of the 3.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm still going to always love that.
Oh, man. God. It's because Dennis had some really good fucking rants.
He really did.
and wasn't a predominant character. That's what was the funniest part. But these cats had already worked together because he had been on Yo MTV Raps.
Oh, yeah.
They're going, no, dude, you is gangster. It's great. No, man, fucking bring it, man. Like, come on, man. It's like, you're as New York as it gets. It's okay. You're a cranky little Irish guy from the Bowery. It's fine.
But yeah, no, to recap what I was saying before, I would have to say that even with the director that's famous for doing characterization in his films.
Right.
Whedon.
Joss?
Yeah, Joss Whedon.
Or do you mean Jed?
No, Joss. You get more characterization in the Netflix Marvel series characters than you do in the Marvel Cinematic Universe that he's...
Of course, the other end of the spectrum, you have to treat it like it's almost like a mini-series. It's almost like reading a comic. You've got X amount of adventures versus, hey, we got to have one big... ham-slamming effect going there.
Well, no, it is, though. The Marvel Cinematic Universe is the world's most expensive TV series.
Oh, God, right?
You know, the only problem is, instead of an episode coming out every week, you've got an episode coming out every 2 years.
Every 2 to 3 years, depending on its approximation. No, what I thought was fascinating about Cage is they showed every element that makes up the character. So this is where I'm going, I'm just sitting there applying Calder going, God damn it, this man has got it in the zone.
Oh, yeah.
I'm thinking he actually started reading the character as well as his own script. Just going, yeah, this is what he does. He goes, the man's a gentleman to a certain degree, but he's got to be a bit of a poonhound. Why? Because he's not attached. He's not attached. And let's face it, you were that pretty, you got getting ass too. And I'm talking to you, Shawn. Okay, anyway.
So you're saying that it's not like the original X-Men movie?
Oh, where everything's got to be neutered.
Well, I was thinking more like the Bryan Singer when he took on that project. Mm-hmm. He didn't even read an X-Men comic.
It wasn't
He's
even
like,
just that.
I don't want it to be tainted by the...
Yeah, I know. I had a real problem with that. It was the same aspect with Tim Burton portraying Batman without knowing the source material.
Exactly.
Which I'm going, everyone has a hint to what Batman is, and he's got the general crux and idea behind it. And, hey, you know what? First one out of the gate, beautiful.
Yeah.
Cinematography. Actors in question.
Yeah.
Sets were phenomenal.
Oh, yeah.
We get to Batman Returns. We have too many characters all at once. There's not enough room for continuity, let alone a really coherent story.
And some sort of attempt at humor that I
was really disturbed on how murderous Batman was in that than I ever was.
Oh, yeah.
Batman versus Superman, or Superman versus Batman, or whatever the fuck it's called. Dawn of Justice. 3 jack-offs and 6 monkeys fucking a football.
The Wonder Woman movie.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Or the Wonder Woman cameo movie.
Yeah,
there you go. But no, honestly, I was more disturbed about the fact that from Batman Returns, I have 2 examples that fucked me up.
Yeah.
Because I'm watching this going, yeah, we're putting a lot of dark in the Dark Knight here. He crams that stupid elaborate alarm clock strapped to the dynamite down that clown's pants and then kicks him down a flight of stairs and then he blows up. That's not the disturbing part. The disturbing part is Keaton having this ear-to-ear grin that happened. Like, I just murdered him and I got away with it. And then setting the clown on fire with the rocket engine from the Batmobile. I'm just sitting there going, yep, this isn't fucked up at all.
Yeah, that's...
So, for everyone that's talking about the level of violence, I would point out that Cage, at no point in time in any of this series have I seen him go over the top. He wasn't crushing motherfuckers' skulls. You didn't see him curb stomping a guy's head like a overripe melon, which, admittedly, if I had that strength, I might have done that. But, at the end of the day, at the crux of it, he is the core of the character.
Oh, yeah.
And it kind of feels like he may have read some of the old Power Man and Iron Fist, or hell, maybe even some of the Defenders.
Oh, yeah.
Where they actually started showing, this guy's got a soul. Don't judge him by his fucking skin color for a change, assholes.
Well, again, at the end of the day, it always comes back to the fact that this is an innocent man.
Yeah.
A good man.
A good
man.
got
put in...
They got framed.
Yeah, exactly right. And put in this situation where he had to fight to save his life, but...
And to party.
Yeah, but...
Sorry.
What, his mom threw away his best porno mags? Is that what you're saying?
It looks like blaxploitation up there, doesn't it? Sorry, I'm just looking at the Funkos that my girlfriend has.
All right.
So she has B.A. Baracus of A-Team. Falcon, that super black superhero. Or whatever. What was that stupid?
Finn from Star Wars.
When we saw that from Megas, what was that? That black superhero or something like that.
And here we go into inappropriate joke in 3, 2, 1. You got a raccoon up there too. What's that?
A bad joke.
A very bad
could get me
joke.
hung by my feet.
Yes.
Yeah, we got this cocoon in a tree up there.
Oh.
What does that mean?
Oh, I can't believe you.
Hey, you want that? How about that weird transmorphic 4-part robot? Or, excuse me, 5-part robot. And I'll form the head.
Groot was voiced by Vin Diesel. That's not the same thing. He doesn't fit in that group.
But he's blackish.
What?
Yeah.
Adjacent? Is that what we're going
Yeah,
with?
that's what we're going. Okay, as far as Bradley Cooper voicing Rocket Raccoon, I got nothing.
Yeah.
He's got attitude.
But Rocket Raccoon's a cool character, so he gets to sit up there
You know
anyway.
what's so funny? When you think about it, at the end of the day, Rocket Raccoon crossed over to multiple titles, but never had his own title until like the last 15 years.
Oh, yeah.
And then, of course, he hooked up with Guardians of the Galaxy. Aside from his miniseries, it came out in 85.
Yeah.
Back when they were doing Star Quest. Yeah, you remember that offshoot of Epic Comics.
Well, and don't forget what tied into Star Quest. Rom.
Yep.
The Space Knight.
Wow. Hey, do you think they'll incorporate that with Guardians of the Galaxy? Oh.
Stop it.
But I really liked Rom.
Actually, Rom wasn't bad.
Rom was a badass. Once again, there's another cat that links up with everyone. Rick Jones.
Well, no, actually.
Fucking Rick Jones hooked up with Rom. He worked up with Captain Marvel, Captain America, the Hulk. It was fucking insane.
Actually, you want a throwback to the 80s that's actually tangentially related to our topic?
All right, fire it up.
After Luke Cage, Chio is going on to do a Visionaries movie.
That would actually work.
Visionaries, the Warriors of Light. You remember the holographic chest plate?
Yes, God.
Fucking, they all had a little rhyme.
Yeah, all those creatures would manifest like some solid light hologram that would do battle with its evil counterpart.
First they had to say their poem. First they said their little poem, and then...
God. You know, my brother used to have a whole bunch of those.
All right. But, all that said, actually, there's a reason that I mentioned that.
Good.
Chio's actually going to do a ROM.
No
movie.
shit.
No shit. I'm not shitting you.
That is
really
cool.
is happening. I made a joke of it, but there really is.
I used to
ROM
have that
coming.
stupid action figure.
Oh yeah,
the one you could get from Radio Shack.
Yeah,
it was like the only people that was produced. Radio Shack and Woolworth were the only two that brought that character out. Granted, he only had like 4 points of articulation. You couldn't even move his head because it's molded solid plastic that it would take you, I don't know, a hammer and the strength of Hercules to break.
But only if you
chucked that across the room and killed a kid.
Only if you were worthy.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, no, I think what's interesting is this motif, and I'm kind of hoping... I mean, I realize Defenders is going to be linking up our 4 main characters, and maybe we'll have some guest appearances. I don't think that they're going to have cinematic crossovers.
Oh, yeah?
Well, I mean, that'd be kind of hard to do. I mean, you look at half of these guys' schedules, not to mention they're out of their contracts by the end of this and that. It's going to be difficult for them to go, oh, no, we got Thor, but it's Liam.
Are we saying that Phil Coulson can't make a guest appearance?
Oh, I'm saying Phil Coulson can go wherever the hell he damn well pleases. The man has brought me some joy.
Isn't that how you sell a Marvel title?
Actually, you know what? At the end of the day, ABC needs to give it to Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
Before they do horrible damage.
They've already done horrible damage. Again, we go back to...
There, I did that annoying white guy thing that apparently startles anyone that has a skin tone darker or lighter than you, and little dogs.
Did you just low pan me?
I did. Shut up, Mr. You're not here on this earth to get it. But yeah, no, I think it's absolutely hilarious is the personification that has been, though. Mm-hmm. And again, all the factors of all the supporting casts.
Oh, yeah.
All play a predominant aspect. The gal I want to talk about was Simone Missick.
Oh, yes.
The, quote, little gal. Yeah, I said that so stupidly. Again, everyone looks little to Michael Coulter. He's 6'3".
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah, the gal is playing Misty Knight. I'm sitting there going, so I know that y'all work together, and it was always alluded in the comics that they had a thing, but they never went in depth into it.
They were never blatant. Like they were in, the second episode of Luke Cage? Was it the first? The pilot?
Yeah. He got himself a little bit of coffee. He said, you want me to warm that up with my stirrer?
Yeah.
But no, it's funny because the only thing I've seen her in was a couple of episodes of Wayward Pines, and that was so boring I didn't really follow into it.
Right.
Meanwhile, they gave her a role that she actually can cut her teeth under. I mean, you've got you got literally an old school mentality cop, but you also have hope. You also have a certain amount of I don't want to say like naivete, but I would say optimism. That she believes in the system, she believes in justice.
Oh yeah,
and they've set her up to spoilers for those who didn't read the comic. I'm pretty sure she's getting a bionic arm next season.
Well, and the thing is, she's like the one good cop in the entire district. Well,
I know it's like that unit. It's always that fucking district. It's like this is the one that generally believed above and beyond.
Oh yeah, and then they've given her that. They gave her that aspect of I'm trying to think what it is. Like the Mentalist or any of those.
Basically someone who's very cerebral.
Detective, yeah.
Someone who's very cerebral, but she's also visual cue oriented.
Yeah.
It allows basically like looking at a photograph and telling the story.
Oh, actually,
or a painting.
It reminds me very much of the way they visualize the Sherlock Holmes BBC production.
Oh, so you're saying she's a sociopath. I got you.
A high-functioning sociopath.
Well, yes, there's that.
But no, while she is amazing, I have to say we have to give some props to Frank Whaley.
It was fun to see him in this role.
Ralph. And
it was really fun.
If there's anybody,
we gave him some depth.
Anybody coming onto this show that's a vet in this cast... I mean, the man's got 101 credits
with the
to
exception
his name
maybe
at this
Frankie
point.
Faison, who's playing Pops.
True,
This is the only other cat you're going, dude, do you know how many credits this fucker had? Of course, I'm looking at Alfie just going, my God, woman, you are playing this bitch and I gotta get, I'm strangely aroused. Yeah.
Actually, I keep looking at Ralph, and the only thing I can think is this is what happens when Jennifer Connelly dumps your ass a few years later.
So what you're saying, the career opportunities were drying out.
Yeah, that's right.
Guess he shouldn't have gone swimming with sharks.
Oh God!
How many more of his movies could I throw in?
Can you get Little Monsters in there? Field of Dreams, JFK. I mean, what hasn't the guy been in?
I know, right?
Hoffa.
Yeah.
Swimming with Sharks. Oh my God!
Which was an excellent movie, folks. Highly recommend it. If you want a dark look on Hollywood, highly recommend Swimming with Sharks. Plus, you got to look at Michelle Forbes, so, anyone that had a retro girl vibe for via Powers, you want to stare more at Michelle Forbes.
Oh, yeah. And then, of course, less on the intense theme. You got Swing Kids, Broken Arrow.
Yeah.
I mean, the man's been all over the place.
But the whole aspect's like, he's just a career actor. I hate that term. You're just a career actor. I'm like, who the fuck needs him more than a character actor?
Isn't that what you're supposed to be? I mean,
so
that's your career.
By that basis, Brian Dennehy is shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what you're saying, folks. Brian Dennehy, who is a 50-year veteran in film and television, he's just a big piece of shit. Is that it?
Yeah,
wow.
Exactly right.
Congratulations. Yeah, we might as well go over and kick Patton Oswalt in the balls, too, because aside from being a brilliant comedian, he's just a character actor. Yeah, so what I've seen Frankie Faison, hey, for folks that don't recognize that name, how about Bonnie from such things like from The Silence of the Lambs? No, I can't do an Anthony Hopkins.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to lower it with a Malcolm McDowell instead.
And a little Chianti.
Yeah, for some reason I can't do Anthony Hopkins' voice, but I could really do Malcolm.
Well,
which is a lot more fun.
Honestly, Anthony Hopkins is hard to nail down.
It's kind of a neutral.
Yeah, it really is.
It's like it has a semblance of neutrality. Like, I could not be moved to give a shit, or I'm really... Yeah, it's just like a level of ambivalence.
Really about
But see, when you work with Tom Cruise, forever will it dominate you. Just ask JJ. Him and his lens flares. Woo-hoo! More lens flares.
Really, the best way to do an Anthony Hopkins is not to try to do Anthony Hopkins, to just try to do Remains of the Day Anthony Hopkins.
Oh, I'll see that.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we could go even further back, like Lion in the Winter, because my voice is nowhere near as old now.
Or you could always try to do an Anthony Hopkins doing a Alfred Hitchcock, which,
That's kind of weird. I think I'll just...
Which is really just him, which is just doing Hitchcock.
Now, do your Michael Caine impression for everyone, Shawn. We're waiting!
All right, time for me to break out a line from Dirty Rotten Scoundrels.
Oh my God! Yeah, no. Honestly, I was blown away. Of course, admittedly,
may I be excused to go to the bathroom?
Excuse me. Of course, Rupert. I just love the progression of faces in that. Stephen Martin sold that so well. That progression of the only thing he didn't do was shake it off. I was so blown away by it. But yeah, no, I was looking at this little gal. The little bit of eye candy, as it were. Yeah, sadly, that is where they're going to feel for poor little Candace.
Are you saying no one else was eye candy in the...
Oh, for God's sake, there was a lot of gorgeous to be stared at. Or openly mouth gaped upon. But yeah, so I was looking at this. This little gal hails from, of all places, England. Mm-hmm. And yet she's worked on her accent.
Yeah.
So the first time I saw her was in a Constantine episode. Hey, remember when that show was on? No, you don't, because it got shit canned.
Now, if there's ever a show Netflix needs to reach their their vile tentacles in and grab up.
How come DC isn't going, this Netflix idea is good, but we'll go a different route and hook up with Hulu. See, that alone, or Amazon.
Or
hook up
CW.
With Amazon.
No, DC decided CW was the route to go with all their titles.
I don't know what you speak of, but yeah, I know.
Though I give credit to them, at least they reached out and they really did, and they actually picked up the Supergirl title and saved it from a failing affiliate station.
From turning into Constantine.
Yeah, exactly right. Which was exactly what we were saying about Constantine when it looked like it was going to go
just
down the crapper. Yeah.
But there's the other problem. Oh, of course, the other end of the spectrum. Look at your other DC. Vertigo title, which is on AMC. You got Preacher.
Oh, yeah. Very good point.
So I'm saying, why don't you move Constantine over there if you can get away with a little more violence or a little more darkness?
Oh, yeah.
Or you could have him being a wry Cockney asshole that he always been.
Yeah, which if you haven't watched Preacher on AMC yet,
holy buckets,
that is going to mess with your head.
That is some dark shit.
Oh, just when you got...
But it looks like it's translating from the page.
Oh, absolutely. The first time I saw Assface on the show...
That, by the way, is not an exaggeration.
That is literally the character's name from the comic. And it
not that far off from it.
It looked like they had pulled him directly off of the page.
Does this mean I can now incorporate that Ash versus Evil Dead line?
Yes.
I'm in the butt! Oh, dude, seriously. For those who have not seen episode 2 of season 2, I gotta warn you, my gag reflex kicked in, and I sat through Dead Alive. Yeah, that's right, Peter Jackson's Splatterfest that should have made you put off chili for the next couple of decades. I felt a little bit of gag in my throat, just going, oh, seriously? Wow, y'all went that way?
My only problem in Ash versus the Evil Dead series is I can't watch it without seeing Lucy Lawless and going back to Eurotrip. And I keep waiting for her.
You want her to just wear the dominatrix outfit, don't you?
I keep wanting to tell Ash, this is the safety word.
The safety word is Furfanugan, quick! No, what's so funny, though, like I said, the only thing I've seen this little gal in is that Constantine episode, and she had a proper English accent.
Yeah.
She sounded like she was from the northern London, and I'm going, what? And then you hear her in Cage, and you're going, wait, what? Baby, you just sound like you're fresh out of Brooklyn. What the fuck is going on? I am confused!
Are you saying unlike other Robin Hoods?
Yes, she actually had an English accent. But no, I thought it was just kind of funny, but it's like she completely stunted the hell out of it. You're going, that is really impressive. And yes, we went, you got big boobies, that kind of stupid mentality.
Yeah.
And yes, there's that little piggish portion of my brain's going, this is kind of hot. But again, managed to move on.
But of course,
thankfully,
you can't talk about the amazing villains in Luke Cage without talking about Diamondback.
I can. Watch me.
Oh, how can you? How can you?
Ignoring.
No, how can you rag on Eric Harvey?
Okay, first up, nothing against the actor.
Okay.
It's the character inception. It's the cliches and tropes that we have founded upon getting my revenge. And, I'm dark and devious. Frankly, I would have preferred it had he had been encased in armor and screaming Richards everywhere. Yeah, because he's Doctor Doom.
Enough.
Don't fucking get it twisted.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, all intents and purposes, that guy scared the crap out of me.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, remember him coming from Boardwalk Empires.
Yeah. That's exactly it, because you're going, yeah, his character wasn't that dark. It was just a guy who had an attitude, and he knew what he wanted, and just didn't allow things to get away from it.
But the look he brought on stage.
Yes, with that ridiculous over-the-top... Oh, wait, you haven't seen that part. I can't talk about that one. Okay, how about let's talk about the another character actor, Jacob Vargas, who you may know him better as Domingo.
Jacob Vargas.
The young lad running around in his...
What character did he play?
Why, I'm so glad you asked. Domingo Colon. And if you don't pronounce that right, it just sounds like colon.
Don't lie.
No, seriously, it's the spelling. It's Domingo Colon. See, that's what happens when you take away asterisks and proper pronunciation. You'll, well, I guess fuck somebody in the ass. No, this cat has been from Sons of Anarchy, Hand of God. He was in an episode of Burn Notice opposing against Danny Trejo. And
really?
Going, this tiny little motherfucker's going to stare down Danny Trejo?
No one goes
Dude,
up
you have
against.
nuts that clank. This got to sound like two sheets of adamantium rubbing together, just creating this high-pitched sound that only dogs can hear.
What's that clanging noise?
That's my damn testicles. But yeah, I know. And of course, he has to respond like Richard Grant, otherwise it's no fun.
Yeah, exactly right.
Yeah, God, I love that movie. And we're falling back to more Steve Martin material. Damn you, Steve Martin, you have warped our childhood.
Or if you wanted to fall back to other Richard Grant material, we could talk about Hudson Hawk.
No. I was only kidding. Yeah, honestly, they made that film for me.
What? Richard Grant
and that crazy broad... Sandra Bernhard.
Thank you.
But look how many cats were in it. You're going, I know that guy, I know that woman, I know this person. It's just like, oh my God, it's a who's who. What the fuck?
Empires will crumble.
But yeah, no, I was so blown away because, honestly, at the end of the day, it's like Vargas's character, Colin. Yes, I said Colin again.
No, I'm sorry. I'm still hearing Bunny Ball in the back of my head. I'm sorry. Okay, back to Luke Cage.
Bunny, you weren't that bad.
Sorry.
5 more minutes. What was so funny is, all intents and purposes, his character is really in the shit, in the sense of, we've got this massive move for power, and it's not coming to like because of one bulletproof badass cat. And what was so funny is, it's like he didn't really want to advance.
Yeah.
You know, usually you have that stereotypical standing of the characters going, well, I need to move forward, or I need more. And what was so funny about it is, you didn't get that vibe from him.
No. He was happy in the
level. He was good overall until shit got serious.
Oh, yeah.
With, say, a certain Diamondback. Yeah. By the way, what was with the fucking snake motif when none of them were part of the Serpent Society?
Yeah.
Or, thankfully, not the racist and, hatred, rude folks of the Sons of the Serpent.
Oh, yeah.
See, now, that would have been fun. Could you not have paid money to watch Luke Cage kick the fuck out of the Sons of the Serpent?
That would have been hilarious.
Oh, wow. It's not a white supremacist group getting their handed by a one lone black man? Honey, do you gotta... Yeah, I don't give a shit if it's my cousin's wedding. Give me the tape. I'm gonna record over it. Yeah, I don't like him much anyway. Yeah, you'll be reviewing that. You'll be setting that shit up on YouTube going, yeah, this is what happens.
Let's rewind that and replay.
You come to our neighborhood, we gonna fuck ya. No, fuck yeah. But yeah, I know. It was just one of those aspects I really love. God damn it, now you got me looking up Hudson Hawk. Jesus, God, there were a lot of cats in it.
Oh, yeah.
Dave Caruso as Kit Kat. Don Harvey? Really?
That's like the only role David Caruso did that was good for him.
You mean not putting on shades and making some poignant statement? Why, Shawn, that view of yours seems to be Myopic.
Oh,
okay.
God.
That's going to blow my eardrums later. It's like, yeah, we're getting to that recording market. Oh, shit. Oh.
It wasn't even music. It was just tones. Just ominous tones.
Oh, God. But yeah, what's so funny
gosh.
about that whole serial, though, is just, I really was blown away by the cast. This was some solid writing. We had decent enough practical effects. And again, you got a big enough man where you're building props is not going to be a big issue.
And, of course, what conversation about Luke Cage would be complete without mentioning the nod to the comic
original
character?
look. Oh, my God.
The yellow silk shirt. The headband.
I believe that was Satine.
Yeah. The
His
headband
bracers,
and the bracers.
his tiara on his head. Shit, I was waiting for a chain around his abdomen and some fucking Buccaneer boots. What the fuck, Marvel? What was with all the Buccaneer boots?
Well, just wait. Defenders is still yet to come out. You never know. Cross fingers.
You know, at the same time, as much as he's interacted with the FF, you would think he'd go to Richards going, yeah, can you make me a hoodie that can withstand a lot of bullshit?
In all honesty, actually, I'm still waiting for when Iron Fist comes out and they've got him in those pansy yellow ballet slippers through the whole damn thing.
Oh, why the hell was I wearing these? Jason Mewes is Iron Fist. I really am wearing pansy-ass yellow boots. Why the fuck did you say nothing? Yeah, that would have worked well.
Oh, yeah. That's perfect.
Maybe they'll face off cockknocker.
What did they call you? It's an interesting story.
You gotta love Mark.
Oh, God.
There's little he will turn down.
Oh, I know. I've seen some of his films from the 90s.
You love that Slipknot. Slipstream, excuse me. Slipstream was good.
What was that terrible film with the wind in the canyons and they were all on...
That was Slipstream.
Was that
and now
Slipstream?
I Will Kill You.
I can never... It was bad enough. I'm not
Lies.
I can't get in trouble for not remembering
Lies.
the title. It was so bad.
You loved the Guyver as well. Jesus.
Actually, I did love the Guyver.
That was so
really
fucking painful.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Did you notice the weird role reversal?
How
All
so?
right. You're watching... Well, first off, they cruelly named Jeffrey Combs' character Dr. East.
Oh, no.
Because his boss just happens to be the very man from Reanimator. Yes, they got them both specifically for that. I'm going, I don't think you paid them enough money.
Oh, God.
They should have been sitting on fuck you money that year. It's like, yeah, I'm going to retire for the next month and a half because this fucking movie. Oh, Jesus. Michael Ferryman.
That you'll never be able to escape the association with.
Oh, my God, that was just so painful. Wow, we've really gotten off subject, haven't we?
Oh, yeah, we definitely
But yeah, honestly, stay tuned for that, folks. I mean, you're going to see Season 2 because, my God, 1.7 million people overloaded Netflix on their streaming. We had blackouts all over the States, the better chunk of Ireland, and the UK. How fucking cool is that?
That's where he's from, Ireland.
Are you saying it's Black Angus?
Not Scotland. He's Irish.
Oh, come on. You want to see the supervillain or a superhero now known as Black Angus. You want a black Scottish man beating the shit out of people.
Oh, don't worry. If Amazon Prime takes off with their remake of The Tick, you'll see a Black Angus.
Oh, yeah. Actually,
absolutely.
But who are we casting for him? Maybe one of the cats from Criminal Minds, maybe? Or
Connolly.
Oh, no. I got it. We're going to get Tony Todd. Tony Todd will voice everything in a really bad Scottish accent.
Billy Connolly.
Nope. He's a little white for it. No. I'm making this a old school blaxploitation, but it just happens to be a TV show.
No, God
Black Angus, and he just throws motherfuckers. Yeah.
God damn it! I want to see him reprise somebody awesome like he did in the.
In Fido? Oh wait,
no.
Or are you referencing the Boondock Saints?
Yeah. When he came on screen on Boondock Saints, and I'm like, no fucking way, that's Billy Connolly. But that guy's badass. Yeah. It can't be Billy Connolly.
Well, he's a drunken man.
Which is just proof that you can never write off an actor as having no range.
Hey, folks, we're actually confused on this. Is Billy Connolly Irish or Scottish? Yeah, throw us a message if any of you are still listening at this point. But stay tuned.
Well, there's an easy way to tell. You get him drunk. If he turns red, he's Scottish.
Oh, okay. No, I thought that was for the Irish that turn red when you get him drunk.
No, that's the Scottish. Oh, Liam, you're fucking red.
Well, there's no point in carrying these weapons anymore. You can't fucking kill someone. But no, for all intents and purposes, I got nothing else.
I think we ran that topic into the
ground. Spend our load there.
We much like flogging much like flogging a dead clown.
Zambukaki. It will be in your heads forever. Okay. But yeah, no, I got nothing else. Folks, honestly, give us some input. Throw us the proverbial bone there if you've got any subjects that you feel we should be covering. Don't ask us to cover like black politics because you've noticed from just our tone alone how fucking white we are. Yeah. Well, I think they're being a little too militant.
But honestly, if you want us to have an entire episode about Guyver Dark Hero, make it happen.
That was good. Yeah. I enjoyed that one.
Well, it had
predecessor.
It had David Hayter in it.
Oh yeah, that's what saved
it.
That's
what made it.
But now again, if you need to get in touch with us, Facebook us on Rotten Reels Reviews, Rotten Rambling On. Maybe we'll con Shawn into do a Rotten Riffs, maybe Gunpoint.
And you know what? Of course, don't forget, in between episodes of Rotten Rambling On, don't forget to check in on the YouTube channel and listen to the audio version of the Rotten Reels Reviews.
Those have been kind of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually incorporated a soundtrack. Ooh. Very fancy.
And you're moving on up.
Yes, with my fancy shaved chest.
Oh.
Yeah, before we do any more of those
gonna get
regular
lynched.
Show references.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, Mark Hamill's going to sue us right now. Yeah, motherfucker. I'm going to get beaten to death with his Joker lightsaber. Please stop. But curious enough, he's also dressed me in a Robin costume. I don't know what the fuck that was about.
You're going to get cock knocked.
Oh. I don't know. Do you see the size of that hand? Yeah, that looked painful. But, folks, I think we're done here. So thanks for letting us in your house, your ears, your cerebral cortex.
I think
I'm making a home there.
There was a dark joke within your ears, and I'm just going to walk away from it. I'm going to let it go.
Thanks for letting us dick around in your ears. I didn't say I was going to walk away.
All right. It's been happy.
Thanks a lot, folks, and we'll see you next time. And keep rambling on. Rambling on. Oh, wait, I'm going to get sued.
Oh, we're so going to get sued.